been coming to Potential now for 15 years. I was invited by somebody at work, and I had grown up in the church. I'd always gone to church my entire life, but I kind of got to the point maybe in college where it was, I don't know if I really need all that. And then thereafter, with a good career and everything kind of going for me, I didn't really feel the need to be plugged in to church. And he kind of pestered me, come to church with me. It's like, okay. Eventually I said yes, I know what this is going to be like, but I really didn't know what it was going to be like. And I came here and I sort of thought, well, something's going on here. Like, I think I need to stay and stick around and come back. And really, ever since then, this 15 years ago, I never stopped attending, and I started giving, and I never stopped giving. But what's interesting, I think, at that time period too, is that that was right before the birth of my first daughter. And when she was born, everything was fine. And a year later, she started to have seizures, and we couldn't stop them for about a year. Once we kind of controlled the seizures, we got a diagnosis. She had neurological disorders, seizure disorders, and some other things. She's going to have special needs her whole life. And for us, that was really tough. It was tough on the marriage, it was tough on the finances, it was tough on the rest of the family. She has a sister, that became tough on her. It's still, to this day, it's just different. We live in a different world. Everything has to kind of consider that. As a parent, you become an advocate for them, you become a caregiver. It's nonstop making up for what has to be accommodated in their lives. It took a long time for me to really grow in my faith. And of course, when you go through like that, it's something you're going to question your faith, and things are going to come at you and test you. And that's what happened. But because I was here every weekend, I never said, you know what, let me walk away from that. I just kept coming. I just kept sitting in the chair. I just kept, interacting. I kept giving. I kept on with it. And I didn't know what was going to happen next, and I didn't know what was going to happen with my daughter next. I think as a parent of a special needs child, you just want them to be accepted. You just want them to be a part of something. And of course, with this church being so important in my life, I wanted her to be plugged in here. And we've been working with the pastors and the ministry leaders here, and Amanda's now plugged in to the kids ministry, and she helps take care of toddlers. And she's over the moon. She loves it. She wants to be at church all the time. And to her, it's being involved with others, it's having responsibilities, it's learning how to care for kids. She's growing in her capacity, in her relationship with God, just because she's a part of all of that. And she absolutely loves it. And the people that serve with her in ministry teach her, they love on her. She's just so thrilled to come and ask to come as much as possible. You can tell that there's something going on in her, the passion that she has for kids, and it's a God-given gift that she's working with them, and that she loves it so much. And I'm just so grateful that it can happen here. God put me in this church for a reason at that time, because of what I was going to go through. And he put the right people around me. And that's what's different about being here, is that you have that support, you have that place to go, you have where you're loved, you're ministered to, you can serve, you can give, you can worship, and you know that God has you. And that's what happens here.